Hi, flosstube.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
the Addicted Sisters. This is our brother Eddie, John Edward, from
1956.
And then, oops, I went the wrong way. Here he is in 1968, graduating from Oak Park High School. And he's visiting us this weekend, or he's visiting this weekend to go to a class reunion. So, kind of fun. And if he gets down here soon enough, maybe he'll pop in and you'll get to see the current version.
Yeah. It'll be a lot lighter than what the dark version was there.
So we want to welcome you to our flosstube number 36. Woohoo!
Wow.
Today is October 20th.
Yes,
I'm saying the right month. I hope.
You are. Yes, and thank you for joining us. We really appreciate that you come and do this with us each week.
Woo! I'm trying to throw this. The handle flipped.
She about lost her drink. Wonder what's in it. But
I have a mouthful and she says something like that.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you for coming, for liking, for subscribing.
Yes, for joining us every week. We really appreciate it. And all the comments you leave, even though we don't comment on them, we love to hear from you.
We are trying to make an effort, and it is a little easier for me now. I can catch like one or two in between things. Now they've finally allowed us Wi-Fi access at work.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're coming up in the world.
It's a big thing. So my foot is not under here, and I think that's what's messing with me.
Because you keep hitting my table, and my tea is just...
There we go. And I separated them.
Thank you.
We've been separated.
We're close, but far apart.
So we wanted to talk about the comments and questions that you left us. We marked down a few this week. So our friend Phyllis, hi Phyllis, said that when we go to Abilene, that we should go to Snuffy's to eat.
Picture this plus.
So we'll have to check out Snuffy's and see if that fits with my diet.
Yeah.
And everybody else's too.
I don't know if we've been there before or not.
I don't think so.
I just know we went to one little place across the street, and I don't remember.
Well, we went way out in the country to the little farmhouse, and we've been to the chicken ranch place, and what's that? Brookville Hotel?
Yeah,
I think it's the.
You remember that one we walked to that was right across
the pizza place?
Yeah, pizza. That's what it was. It was really good.
It smelled really good. None for me.
Oh.
I had a salad. Then also, Lisa Clark said that if we wanted the Black Pearl by Primitive Hair. Oh my gosh, the words, they are hard this morning. So the Black Pearl that I showed you guys last week by Primitive Hair, it's available on her Etsy shop, on Primitive Hair's Etsy shop, as a PDF download. Very cool. So,
that's the one you remember that Michelle Bindi is stitching right now, and looked so gorgeous with that red hair.
And she's converted that using, I want to say she's using her Victorian motto.
Oh,
or maybe she's using her color and cotton that she got in her Halloween special edition box.
Oh, nice.
So, but she's converted the hair just because she had fabulous floss.
Which is what you should do.
There's a pro tip for you, right? See?
Took the words out of your mouth.
There's a pro tip. Find one element to change in a project, especially if you are not comfortable changing colors. Right. Find one element where something like that will really show and change it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Have fun with it.
So, next.
Be, what do I want to say? Be
adventurous.
Adventurous. Courageous.
Barbara Haberly commented and said she's mulling over coming to the retreat. She's just trying to see if she can get a friend to come with her.
Yeah. So what we suggest, if you're on the fence like that, we've put a video out about the retreat, and it's called "Show Me Retreat" or "Show Me Secrets."
Yeah.
So go in and check it out.
And it was about August 10th. It doesn't have a date on it, but it's right around August 10th. You'll see our videos there. Nancy says it's around 27,
28. I think it's between those two.
And then most of the videos that we have made since then have some retreat news at the end. Not all of them, but some of them have some retreat news, and we try and keep it at the end so that if anybody is not interested in it, they can watch the rest of the video and they don't have to watch that.
Yeah.
I just noticed we're black and white today.
Oh, very good. I actually changed my shirt because I was going to wear a purple sweatshirt, and it got way too hot.
Oh,
can you believe it?
I have on the sweater today and you have on the t-shirt. What's the deal?
That's because I got too hot.
I
even opened the window.
It's only supposed to get to about 58, 59
Well,
today.
I'm sure I'll change back into the sweatshirt before too long.
We go through waves in this. And then a lot of you got a big kick out of us losing it last week over my silly comment, which Lisa Clark said maybe that we'd have to be made PG-13. I love that.
We have to come with a disclaimer.
Deanna said that, our friend Deanna, hi Dee, said that
Heidi.
Heidi, said that her cat is staring at her. Does your cat do that to you? Because
ours do.
Mine lays in my lap and tilts her head clear backwards and looks up at me.
Sunny just goes.
In fact, I have the prettiest picture of Poppy. Where's the three of us?
Oh,
this is her,
sweetheart,
on my lap, looking at me. See, she's looking up. This is my tummy up here. Oops! Now I double tapped it, and she likes to squish herself down between my legs. But yeah, that's her looking up. So she was all sleepy. She didn't even get the blue part of her eyes out, just the black part. So
funny.
Anyway, yeah. So Deanna, we get that. The cat looks at you.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing something they think is odd.
Yeah.
My cats think that the floss bags that I use, floss away bags, they think those are treat bags. And Poppy is up with her head in the bag, sniffing, trying to figure it out. And I'm like, honey,
nothing fun for you.
And Lynette Davies said that it does us all good to have those laughs. And there were people who said that they think that they laugh at us laughing
harder than they do about the comment.
Yes. And someone else commented and said, I can't believe you guys got yourselves back together so quickly. Of course, we don't feel like it was quick. We feel like we were going, but if you notice, we try not to look at each other when we're laughing. When there's a whole lot, when there's a strong emotion of any kind, we try not to look at each other because we will egg each other on.
Yes. So. You'll get it together and then you'll look at the other one who's still cracking up and you're gone again.
Yep. Rhonda Edwards said that Priscilla had a big boob witch and now Nancy has her knockers. So I haven't seen that one. I am so behind on my watching.
Me too.
And then Robin Pollard said that if you will watch Cross Stitch with Luda, she has a Stitch with Me on a Mira Mermaid where she does some beading. And what I'm gathering is that it's over one or that it's really tiny. And she shows using the beads. So, and Robin said, I hope it's okay that I post that. Absolutely. We love that we're part of a flosstube community. Yes. And that's the people who make it, the people who watch it. It's all of you.
Right,
in fact, Nancy and I was telling Nancy, and I'm really bad. I missed who this was from, but somebody came back this week on Facebook and said, okay, I've revived my site and I am publishing the list again. And it's a list of floss tubers, and she has plans to put some other things on the site as well.
You'll have to figure this out and link it below.
Yes, I know. And the exciting thing for me was that I clicked the A's, and they're addicted sisters. So,
we made the list.
And I touched the link, and it came to our site.
Oh, wow.
See, it's the silly things that make us happy.
It's the little things in life.
Just doesn't take much.
No.
Okay, and that's pretty much it for what we wanted to talk about with comments and questions, because we know we start to get long-winded.
Yeah. But just please, just keep your comments coming. They're so fun.
Yes. And whatever you want to share with us is fine.
Right.
We're great.
And if you don't want us to say it on the video, then you better not put it on the comments.
Oh, so next up we have Nancy's Fabrics, Part 4.
I don't get to talk about my videos.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that. I haven't been able to watch anybody, and I just keep forgetting that Nancy actually has been having a little more time.
Yeah.
Hey, things are further away from us in this room now.
Yes, I did that this morning, by the way. Yeah, I moved some boxes around. I emptied out one big, huge box because there was only some little things in it. They're stacked right there. But I got to break a box down, so that has helped out a lot. But I didn't watch a ton. I've got 1, 2. Ooh. I don't know who that is. 3, 4.
Maybe it's from the page before.
Okay, we'll just start. I watched Hello Ladies, Count Twice, Stitch Once. I think we talked a little bit about this last week, but the intro was really fun in the Get to Know You. So I had to comment on that. They were giggling, laughing. It was so cute. And then I loved the progress that Melina is making on her Trick or Treat Fairy.
Ooh, we need to get ours out, right?
Yes. She just started it. She's already got the body all done. She's got the face on, the legs, the hair, the skirt, everything. I'm like, she is flying. And then Connie did The Winter Witch. And I don't know who it's by. I'm sorry. I don't know who it's by. But it was beautiful. She did a lot of sparkle on it. And then she finished it. So you'll have to go out there and check out their videos. They only have 2 now, so they're brand new people. Go out and support them.
I'll have to try and do that this week because that will be easy to catch up with.
Yeah, and they're short. They're not like ours. They're not an hour more. Then I watched Flissy Fish. Felicity.
Hi, Felicity.
I loved her sewing. What does she say? I loved seeing her niece's reaction to Elsa. I watched kind of
back a little bit.
Yeah. Because I love that Elsa. I want to see it all the time.
It's almost as big as she is. That's what amazes me.
It's gorgeous. And then she did a Mirabilia, beautiful finished skirt and working on the rose
Yes. I follow that because I'm like, those are my colors. And Felicity and I share a love of the same color palette. So, yeah, we're both going, oh.
Yeah, I mean, it was unreal.
I think it's Savannah's Roses, maybe.
That sounds right, yeah. And then she showed her haul, and she had some beautiful fabrics. Oh my gosh, Dinky Dye, seasonal pieces. She's collecting the Songbird series by Cottage Garden Samplers, which I am too. I love those. And then she went out and made her own Sailor Moon needle minders from Key Rings.
Oh, cool.
And the Beast needle minder that she made is just adorable. Adorable. Beauty and the Beast. So she's kind of popped them off the key ring and been able to attach the magnets. Cutest little things I've ever seen. And then I watched Crafty Cat Stitcher. Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. I love to catch up with her.
I watched number 20 because I know I'm way off.
Kathy relaxes me because she's just such a kind person.
Yes.
And she has such a lovely sense of humor, and I adore watching her.
Now, I've got notes all over the place on this one, so it's going to be interesting what comes out of my mouth. She did, The Salute to Abigail by Blackbird. Those colors were gorgeous. And it was one project.
She's trying to read her own writing. And she's showing it to me like, can you read this? She's cracking me up because she's the one who wrote it.
Oh, man.
That's okay. I work at a school. I can read almost anybody's handwriting anytime.
That made me dizzy.
I'm so dizzy. My head is spinning.
The note I have was that she's working on that. She's working on Rovara's Tree of Life, and she did like a whip parade. She's using DMC 1850. It's a
815.
815. What she said. And it's
a red. It's real
deep
pretty.
Red. It's really pretty. And she's made a really beautiful start on it, and it's I thought I felt the cat.
Oh no, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
But she's doing it over one.
Wow,
and
yes.
It is beautiful. What I thought was funny about this whip parade is that she came out and said she used to be a one project at a time person. But her girlfriend pointed out just recently that she has a lot more than one going on at a time.
I gave that up long ago. Yeah.
Then this one is Carrie's Creations, A Bouquet for Cheryl.
Yes.
She actually finished it in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Told such a sweet story about the designer.
So Carrie's Creations actually put out floss for it.
Yes.
And Cheryl was a very prolific woman in the cross-stitch community, because I was active at the time all this happened.
See, I wasn't, so
Yeah.
it wasn't staying with me.
Yeah.
Really well.
So, and I don't believe, who did the design for A Bouquet for Cheryl? Because I can't remember. It's not Carrie's Creations. Carrie did the floss, but it was put out, I want to say maybe Mark Sestad.
I don't remember. I should have written that down, but she said that was the first time she had ever used Carrie's Creations, her threads. And it was, she just loved them, loved how they worked, and it was just beautiful.
And that color that Carrie did is just like, it's like a rainbow of colors.
It
and
was beautiful.
Because Cheryl was such a prolific stitcher that they wanted a floss that would encompass
Reflect
all
her.
of the colors. Yes. It was beautiful.
I think she said that that's still out there on Carrie's
I think it is.
website. So,
and it's a really pretty pattern.
It's beautiful.
It's similar to me to maybe Tracy Horner ink circles type patterns. Maybe a mandala type.
Yes.
So, and it's lovely. So.
Sorry, I got laughing now. Okay, and then the last one I watched is Night Owl Stitcher, Yvonne. Hello, Yvonne. And she only had 2 whips.
Oh my gosh. Yvonne, what is wrong with you?
She's working on Silver Creek Christmas, which I had never seen before. It's a Christmas sampler, and it has all the words. And it was so cute.
All the words. What words, Nancy?
I'm thinking, I know how long it took me to do this one. I love that one.
I know which one you mean. It's like it says family, friends, holiday,
it's
greetings.
Got a little reindeer in it.
Yes.
It's
yes, it has the little. That's on my wish list.
Okay. It's beautiful. I loved it.
It's on my wish list. It's one that I'm like dying over.
And then she was doing a Prairie Schooler Halloween.
Cool.
And I just loved them. Very pretty. Love the work. She had a fully finished Bent Creek Trick or Treat Row. Now, I haven't seen that one, and it was fun. It was cute. It was, one of the little skinny rows.
Uh-huh.
And she had it all done and finished out, and just so cute. I just love the way she did it. Another one that she had finished was Little House ABC, the Autumn ABCs, and I have that pattern.
You have all 4, don't you?
Yes, I do. Haven't started them, but I have them. But she was looking for something to kind of do it like Priscilla does it. And she said they were at an antique store, and she found a piece of floorboard, an old floorboard.
Uh-huh.
And so she used that, and she made it a little wider than the project, so that way she can pop that off and put other projects on it too.
A floorboard.
Yeah, like, hardwood floors.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking a car floorboard. I'm like, I'm not getting this.
And would be able to use the magnets. So
Yeah, yeah, there you go. I was not getting it. I was trying to see if I could find that one real quick. And of course, it's never quick when we're looking for these.
No, they're always way down the bottom, number 1 of 3,289.
Yes, and I could have obviously gone out and just looked for it, but of course I know that it's one that is on my wish list.
And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was
there it is. Go ahead.
She did a pin cushion and just pulled a few little motifs from Blackbird's Casting a Spell and made the cutest pin cushion. She had the bird and a pumpkin and the word Halloween, and she went around that with a border print and had some stars. It was really cute. Great finish, Yvonne. So that was my list this week.
Okay, so this,
Where'd you go?
That's not what I wanted. That's the one.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the one Nancy's talking about. It's from Silver Creek Samplers, and you said it's called...
I don't know.
It's a Christmas design.
Christmas design is all I caught.
Isn't that cute? And I don't think it says it on my...
It doesn't say right down there at the bottom?
No, I was reading that. It has her name and where she is and... My Christmas list.
Okay.
So, and it's...
Write that down.
It's really cute. It's just got all of that stuff on it. It's one that I've really wanted because it's just so fun.
It is very cute. Very cute.
And just goes through the whole gamut of things. So, that was
my share.
Woohoo. Okay, so my share is going to be shop related.
Okay.
It's kind of shop related.
Okay.
I have a whole stack. Nancy went, whoa. So we just released our Hocus Pocus box. I don't remember if I showed this one. I don't think so.
I don't think you did.
This was our special edition sleeve for this time.
Isn't that cute?
So Katie designed that patch that says it's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. And inside it has all of this good stuff. It's got the cauldron and the broom and a pumpkin and a skeleton hand, spiders, hat, all sorts of fun stuff. And then Katie and I decided that we have bought all sorts of fabric for ourselves, that we only intend to make sleeves for ourselves, and we have not done it yet. You like that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it felt like, it looked like it was going to be flannel.
Oh, okay. So this one is one that I chose.
That's cute.
I just love this. It's kind of a denim-y look. And then I used that inside because it just went so well. I have enough to make one more of these. Woo! This one Katie chose.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And there are no more of these. We even looked because our reps were like, oh, that one is so pretty. And I use this stuff that I hate. It's awful to work with, but I did it because it's for Katie and I. And it
makes it so beautiful.
Thank you. They just don't have any more of this fabric in. And we were almost out of labels, so not everything has labels on it. We've since gotten them back in. And
well, if it's for you guys, that's okay.
We want to put them back on, but, So then I did this cute one. You guys...
Is that Snoopy?
It is Snoopy.
Oh,
everybody's like... I can't tell. That's Snoopy. And they're so excited then. So it's this. And then inside, it's the same thing in pink.
Oh, my goodness.
So the colors are just reversed. And I love peanuts. So that's a fun one that we do. Then I have another peanuts. I'll pull it out. And this one is just all Charlie Brown.
Good grief, Charlie Brown.
And he's hysterical. Yeah. And look at this. He's leaning up against the bed. Katie pointed out his Halloween costume.
Oh.
Isn't that funny?
Yes.
So he's just, and the back, it is a big print. So it took like the whole thing to get that. But we loved it. Mm-hmm. Then this is the one that Nancy kind of went, over. We also love Winnie the Pooh. Katie's baby room, her nursery, was actually done in Winnie the Pooh.
Eeyore.
I chose this one because Eeyore is front and center. But here's a cute thing. The two of these guys are playing with the kite. I can kind of get it all on there. And you can see them. They're just struggling to hold it. Oh, and Piglet is trying to hang on too. He's over here flying away with it. So it was just sweet fabric, and we kind of fell in love. Oh, I love this too. Look at Eeyore down here with a butterfly on his head. It looks like another pair of eyes. Yes. It's so sweet. So I had a lot of fun doing this. And then I did, this one is flannel.
That one's flannel, yeah.
Katie and I thought this was hysterical fabric. And I don't know, I really don't see us carrying most of these in our shop. But inside, it's the sweater material that the bear is wearing in this.
Oh, cute.
So it's the same thing. And it's just fun. And this purple, this is my favorite. That kind of periwinkle purpley. And my last one kind of makes me think of Alice in Wonderland. This is one that I really wanted. I kept looking at this fabric. And finally they had it in the remnants. And I said, it must mean I have to have it. So I bought this. Isn't that crazy? Makes your eyes go a little woo woo.
I like that.
And then inside, look at that.
What is that?
It's roses.
Ooh, pretty.
I got a loose thread. Imagine that. So anyway, that's my share this week. I just wanted to show you all of the goodies, and it was really nice to take a little bit of time. I started to say a few minutes. Yeah, I made like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I made a couple for Katie that I didn't make for myself. And I made 2 for myself that I didn't make for her. I probably made 15 or 16 sleeves just for the 2 of us.
Well, good.
And
you guys need those once in a while.
Yeah. And I do still have orders to go out, but you know, we felt like we had earned our break because we made it through Gladfest. We got our Hocus Pocus box out, and anyway. So I've been watching back our videos to write down what we showed as previous finishes, what we showed as current finishes, because I have not been taking pictures of my current finishes and putting them in my album or on my Instagram. I may have to do a parade on Instagram at some point.
I haven't done that at all.
And I've noticed my hair.
Okay.
And what I've decided is that I do not like my hair really short.
Yeah.
And it will probably not get that short again if I can keep Ashley from cutting it that short. Because we kind of get gabbing and then it's gone. Yeah. It needs to be cleaned up. It's like at that point.
Yeah, I need mine shaped up so that I feel like I'm more in control of it, because I feel like it's controlling me for right now.
Which is why she did a perm.
Yeah. And Jamie love her to death, and she does such a good job when she does it, but she does the same thing. You know, we get to talking and all of a sudden it's like way up my head and I have no hair.
I liked, you had pictures in there where you had your hair tucked back and it was long and curled up in back, and it was real cute. I liked it.
Yeah.
So,
we'll get there someday.
Next up is Nancy's Fabrics, Part 4. Woohoo! Welcome to the wall of fabric.
We are in the green. So this first one is a solo. Ooh, look, there's another label underneath with nothing on it.
Oh.
Okay, so this one is a Lugana, 28 count. And like I said, it's a solo. So there, I can't ever see where I'm at. There's the label. But I really thought this was a pretty green.
It is pretty.
And I think I've used it already.
Really?
Yeah, see the edge? So this is what it is.
Do they normally have, they do normally have the edge finished for us, don't they?
I think I've already used it on something.
I can't remember, Nancy.
No, that was blue. I don't know, but it's really pretty and I like it. Okay. And then I have this cashel called Rainforest.
It's really pretty.
So here's the label on it.
It almost looked like there was sparkle in it when you held it up there, and I know there's not.
No. But look, it's got some deep color, deep tone. This is a long one. It's 8 by 26, I think it says. Look at that dark color in there. Isn't that pretty?
I bet Silver Creek sampler is wider than that. So, but that would have been pretty for a Christmas sampler.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the sparkle. That's why I saw sparkle.
This is Crystal Tempest by Colorscapes Hand-Dyed Fabric. Picture this plus. It's a 28 count Lugana.
Look at that. I love this.
And look at the back is different too.
So cool.
See the crystal on it. I just love that. So, again, I have no idea what I'm going to stitch on these, but, you know, I've got
Gotta
them.
have them.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and she's only showing you 3 this week because that ended the greens.
Yeah, and now we figured out I have to put a clip on them because we had to go back and watch the last video.
We had a big discussion about what was up, so... we are going to give you a bonus tip for being a floss tuber.
Bonus!
We got an email this week from a designer who watches our floss tube, and she said that something that is really important to her is that when we are showing projects, we should know who they're by, and we should tell who they're by.
Yes.
And if we can,
magazines for a while, hadn't she?
And had her own line after that.
Yeah.
So, and if we can, we should show a picture of the pattern cover because that's better. Yeah. And she said she noticed that we look it up a lot of times.
Yeah.
So our tip this week is look it up.
Look it up.
And it is important. I know I showed you guys one sampler way back, and I think I listed what it is. That I can't figure out who it's by, what it is. If I had written it down on the back, I would have that. Yeah. But and if you go back and watch that and find it for me, then please let me know.
That would be great.
And we even talked back and forth in email about that, and she said, you know, that was great that you posted and said, help, help. And even though I couldn't figure out who it was, at least I acknowledged that I don't have anything on it and I don't know who it is, and I've looked and and we can't find it.
Because sometimes you just can't, but the majority of the time you've just stitched it. You know what it is. You know where to find it. So share all that information because there's somebody out there that's going to want to stitch that.
Yes. I mean, I got questioned on that sampler and that's why I was trying to find it.
And like that designer said, she deserves the recognition for doing it.
Yes.
So, be sure to share.
It is, yeah. So look it up.
Yeah. Look it up.
And you know what? If there are 2 of you, then when you get caught in your video, then one of you is sitting and doing it. And that's the other thing that she said. I've noticed that you 2 are looking it up actively while you're on filming. And we do. I mean, if we think we can find it. Yep. The one Nancy talked about today, I looked it up.
Yeah.
Because we're right there. So.
And, I try to catch it off the videos, but sometimes you just can't. You're just going so quick.
What did they refer to those moments as? I don't think I wrote it down. Remember? A pause and purchase. Yes. It causes pause and purchase moments.
And what was that comment about Friday? Free for all. Oh, it was so cute. Funny. So I just thought of it.
We were talking when we were laughing so hard. Yeah. People were telling us that these things happen at their work. They happen all over the place. Yeah. I'll turn my volume off so I don't start playing something for us. That would be good, right?
Yeah. That would be fabulous.
I think it's fairly close. Newest? There we go.
Yeah, I think it's close up to the top.
I don't think this is the right one. Which one am I on? I'm on 34. 35. Friday Night Lights. Craziness ensues. That's what it should have been called. Craziness ensues. Filter-free Friday.
I loved that.
That was pretty good. She said,
Friday.
At work we call it Filter-Free Friday. It so made me laugh on a day when I need a laugh. Thanks. And that was Ladybug Stamper who said that. We got the biggest giggle out of that.
Yes.
You guys are great for us. You make us laugh. You make us feel like it's good to be on here laughing and being goofy, and we just go for it. Next up, we're so excited because
we both have a finish.
Yay! That hasn't happened for a while.
No, it hasn't.
We've both been working, stitching, being swamped with other things. To me, it just feels so good that I have a finish.
Yes, yes. I was so happy when I got that done.
So get ready. Nancy's going to show you her knockers again.
I just noticed there's a needle in here, so I'm going to have to take that out. Because I only had one at work, and I was, frogging, and it went ping.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, my God. And I'm in the lunchroom. But luckily, it did a loop and landed right on my table, right in front of me. I was like, thank you. But here's my winter knocker, right?
Mm-hmm. Winter knocker by Bent
Creek. Isn't it cute?
Love it on that check. So cute.
Love it. That little snowman and his scarf.
Yes.
And that crooked smile.
That goes all the way up to his eye.
Mm-hmm. He's so cute. I think I'm going to try to do a little flat on this.
Oh, that'll be good.
I'll have to find me some good fabric for it.
That's really cute.
Thank you.
And you've already passed the stash on that.
I have.
Yep.
I passed it on.
So mine this week is from Stacy Nash Primitives, and it is Halloween Jack sewing roll. And I'm just looking at my pattern. Yeah. Yay. I'm just looking at my pattern because here's the piece, and then she also showed this cute finishing, and she gave directions on how to do that.
That's really nice.
I don't know if you can get this pattern anymore or not. But this is one that I've really liked. And it was the silliest thing. I had all but 3 lines, part of 3 lines of the lettering done. So it just, it seems silly that it wasn't done. Look at that. I love this one. There are all sorts of fun things down here in the border. There's a dog. There was, I can't remember what else we said. A key, a lock. There are a couple of keys and locks. And I have lots of specialty fiber on this. My cat was in my lap. And she was loving it. So anyway, that is my finish. And that is stitched on. Let me tell you here, because there's another project in this little bag that has, I put the fabric with. Here it is. I haven't started this one. It is.
I just found it at 123 Stitch.
Okay, good.
So you can still get it.
This is on 35 count tin roof linen.
Tin roof.
Tin roof. I want to say that's Weeks Dye Works.
Yeah, I love that color.
And it's 35 count. So here's the deal. I was able to fit this across one end. If you're like Nancy and you stitch on 28 count, you're going to have to turn your fat quarter this way. You'll have to do the length.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty good and long. I mean, this is a piece that's 18 inches wide. So it's taken that whole thing. I don't have a whole lot on either side.
That is really cute, too.
Thank you. I love it. What
does he say?
Jack-o'-lantern, such a fright, glowing on this Halloween night, grinning wide for all to see. Spooky! But you don't scare me. And I love spooky is in big letters. And the letters do not go in a straight line.
That
you can really see kind of in here.
Sometimes because you try to make, we're all conditioned to make everything straight and level.
Okay, and here's the thing with this pattern that I noticed too. I don't know if I can get a spot where I can show you like just the edge. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'm stitching along. Let's get over here and see the end there. Okay, when you get to the next page, it doesn't overlap.
Oh my!
So you really have to be on here right. The good thing is that they've put a dark line in at every 5. so you can kind of see that. So when you go side to side, then you can look and say, oh, I was on the 30
well,
mark.
And they put part of the eye over there and the rest of it on this side.
Yes, I was really, really looking. Woo! And a lot of times I would look and see if there was one similar to it someplace else.
Yeah.
But her letters change through the piece, which is something that I love in a pattern. Yeah. I don't think everything needs to be the same.
No.
See, here's this one. And I think that's the only eye that looks like that.
Well, yeah, because that one looks more Z-ish, if you will.
And the other ones all look the same, and they don't look like this one.
Huh.
So that's okay. I mean, I really, really enjoyed
very
it.
Cute.
So now I need to get it finished into a needle roll because
that will be fabulous.
It's so pretty.
Fabulous, fabulous.
Fabuloso. Oh, you weren't with me on that trip. That was our head waiter on our cruise.
Oh, yeah. No, not there.
Okay, so next up we have stash.
And we have stash.
We got our first package.
Yes. Woo-hoo!
We're so excited. Look at this package.
Isn't that fun?
And it's from an anonymous donor.
Yes.
We're so excited.
Okay, I pulled it all out.
Okay.
So, paper.
Paper.
Because we've already looked at it a lot.
Yeah. We were really excited. Paper.
Gotta show them that one.
Look at
that. Polka dots.
Polka dots.
All right.
And we got a lovely card. You want to show the front of the card? If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. Isn't that pretty?
Sweet. But they wanted to remain anonymous, so we can't tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we got some wonderful stuff in here.
You want to show these first? I'll let you show that.
Congratulations. Julie is now yours. Look at this. Ancestry Linen 28 from Picture This Plus. And
wow.
It is purple. It is so gorgeous.
So pretty.
It is wonderful. Wonderful.
And then we got a piece of Fizzle from Picture This Plus.
Which is a pale orange.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the white splotches in it. Cute.
Really cool. Cute. Okay, sorry. And then next up, we were kind of battling back and forth about this one because we like it.
Mm-hmm.
We like it a lot. Maybe I have some in my stash. I don't know. This one is Calypso Belfast 32.
Calypso.
Oh, it'll be mine because it's 32 count.
Yeah.
And I found a really cool pattern for it. But I may have to find Nancy a piece of Calypso in 28 count.
That's the only 28.
Oh. And then this one, oh, Nancy has a beautiful piece of this. And this is Barnwood 32 count.
Yeah.
Nancy's doing Barnwood buttons on it. And this is a great
It really
fabric.
is a beautiful fabric. Then we have a Lizzie Kate, my friend.
And it says, my sister, my friend, my mother, my friend.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Okay, I know you're dying to show that one, so go ahead.
That's one. That's you. I'll show the last one. Okay, this is By the Bay Needle Art, White Pumpkin Patch. I really like this.
By the Bay Needle Art is who I did the little freebie that was the breast cancer, the heart
okay,
thing.
Yeah.
So
you remember that, right? I remember it. Isn't that cute?
I love those white pumpkins.
Yes, and that crow on that fence.
So cool.
That's
and
cute.
If you are not a white pumpkin fan, this would be the opportunity for you.
Absolutely.
To pull an orange that you love and stitch them up.
Yeah.
So.
Go.
Okay, the next one's by Lottie Da, and it's called Act Justly. And it says, act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. Isn't that pretty?
That is really a pretty piece.
I love Lottie Da's packaging, how they do theirs.
They're very cool.
Okay, then we got this fun one from Alma Lynn that is Santa's to Please and ABCs. Isn't that cute? It's got some fun Santa stuff.
And then
I forgot what this one was.
The last one we have is by Crossed Wing Collection, and it's A Frosty Feast, number 29.
I think it's one Nancy has been watching for and coveting for a long time.
I see it out at Cece's on their wall. Isn't that the cutest?
Let's see, which one of your fabrics would be... This one would be pretty. Something with that feel.
More up there. Or even those grays.
You would do white with it?
That's not white.
Oh, I thought you were pointing to the creamy yellowy one.
No, these. Or that gray. Look how pretty it look on that gray.
I like the feel of this. This one's too heavy.
It might could work on that blue.
If you had a blue that was...
It would need something really pale.
Like the second blue is pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's probably a huge piece of fabric and you won't want to use it.
It's probably... Whew! Talk about make you crazy there.
But that was really cool to get our first package.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're going to put them back in here. And
wonderful surprise.
It was.
And we really enjoyed it.
Yes. And, you know, that's not why we do this, but it was really nice. Really, really sweet. I may have something next week. And I'll talk about it later.
Something what?
In the mail.
Oh.
It would be exciting.
Woo.
Okay, do you have more stash?
I do have more stash.
This is really cute.
I couldn't stand it. I saw it on somebody had worked on it, and I was like, oh God, I'll go ahead and order that. This is Letters for Santa.
That's who I thought it was.
By With a Needle and Thread.
Brenda Gervais.
Look at that.
That's really cute. I
love that.
Do you like it with the ticking?
I do.
With the ticking?
I do like that.
Fun.
I love that fat Santa and that little snowman and the reindeer standing there. See, look at those crazy reindeer standing there. See them? Nose to nose.
That's really cute.
So,
and there's another one at the bottom, another snowman.
I actually got this from Jen's Stitching Niche.
Oh yeah, Jen watches us. Jen is isn't she no, that's Heather. I'm thinking of the wrong one. Okay. Jen Stitching Niche, though I haven't watched her yet, but I believe she also does flosstube.
But the thing that I liked, she gave me a little thank you, handwritten thank you on the bill, but she sent me a la-di-da freebie.
Cool.
And it's called Tiny Sampler. And it's just, it's just the alphabet.
Yep.
And then at the bottom it's got
some flowers
in here. So it's really pretty.
Really pretty.
Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it.
And it makes it feel like a present when you get things like that, doesn't it? Those little touches. I opened it up
and I was like, oh, something else.
And what else did you do, Nancy?
Well, you know, I showed you this last week. Eleanor Jagler, the sampler by Willow Hill Samplings. Showed you this one. And because I finished my knockers, I got to thinking.
Did you stitch this week?
Yeah. I wanted to start this, and I decided I wanted to do it differently. So I pulled out this linen. It's a Cashel 28. And it's, of course, a solo. So this is what I pulled out to do it on.
Isn't that pretty?
This is it.
It will have a totally different feel.
Yeah. But then I couldn't decide on my floss. Look at that.
I like that.
Because I think it'll fade in. This is Hydrangea.
Cool.
By Weeks Dye Works.
So it'll kind of fade in and out and look antique-ish.
There's blue in there with that cream. But my problem, why I didn't start it, was I had one. It called for two.
Oh.
So I went out and ordered more. But
now you have to wait and see if it's going to be the same color.
Well, I ordered 2 just in case.
Although I guess if you started, even with this, if you started on the alphabet and it was different, then you could do your flowers in the other one.
Well, I think the other, it was hard to see, you know, online what it was really going to look like. But it looked like it had pink through it.
Oh.
So I hated to start without knowing what that other floss was going to look like. But I thought that was just absolutely
really
gorgeous.
Pretty.
I guess what I could do is do the whole alphabet in this. And, you know, if I don't like that new floss that comes in, switch out the flowers with something more in the bluer tones or something.
That would fit.
Yeah. But
lots of options.
So there's a little kit up for you.
When I finished the sewing roll, I have this bag and it's got, I don't even know where I got this. So it's a mesh front and it's got an orange pocket and you can put stuff back in here too in the back. And I don't have anything back there currently, but I have it stuffed full of some Halloween projects. I told you that sometimes I want to turn this around because my pattern keeps showing through. That sometimes I put a bunch in one bag for a season. So this one has the orange tab and it's the black bag, so I know it's my Halloween.
Very good.
And, you know, it's in there. And I've got 3 or 4 things. I have this cute jumping cat by Dames of the Needle. And I've got, what else do I have in here? Oh, yeah. I haven't even pulled all the stuff for this. I love this Hare's Halloween from Plum Street. I need to do that. And I have...
Those hair patterns are so cute.
Yeah. I think this was the stash from my sister. This is Pumpkin Row by Chessie and Me. And it's what I'm going to use the rest of my tin roof on. Because I cut a piece off. And that's my Stacy Nash. I think that's it that I have in here.
Okay.
Then I also had this one that I had started. It's from the Primitive Needle, and it's called Witchy. And I love this thing. And I started it a long time ago, and I had just stopped, and I think it's because I had started with one color. And I had done everything in the middle and worked up to the top to start the border and just got bogged down with the little faces. I don't know why I decided that color completing would be a good thing, but I mean, there's a lot of this color. So that's how much I have done so far. I only really had about one little face up here at the top. I had all of the center, and I only had about one little face. So I have this week put in the rest of these faces, gone down this side, gone across the bottom, and come up this side again, and started to go back across the top.
Very good.
So I should have that border. And I have like 2 more things to do inside in this color, but they weren't as easy to count to as the other things. And there's a lot of color in this. I don't know if you can see that. Lots of orange. Come on. Focus, you silly thing. Lots of orange and gold. And there are other browns and blacks. Now I have to tap us, don't I? There we go.
I like the back, though, how she says needful things for your list.
Yes. And I mean,
That's
it was
cute.
just a fun. I was trying to see if that was a sticker, but no, it's printed on. And, you know, the pattern comes separately. It's loose in here, so you can open it up. But I think that's such a cute one, and if I keep going the way I have been, I think maybe I'll finish this thing up. Although there's a lot to get done.
There's a lot of detail in that thing.
There were a ton of colors in this. I was amazed.
Well, yeah.
So there's light khaki, dried sage, moss, bark, charcoal, onyx, curry, and sweet potato, all from Weeks Dye Works. And I've got them all in here. The onyx is what I pulled out and used for my sewing roll. So at least I still had it. That's all my charcoal that I have left.
Oh, wow.
To get across the top and do that stuff. And
you'll make it.
maybe. We'll see. really went surprisingly faster than I thought it would.
Once you get in a rhythm, I think it does go fast.
This is what I have left of my charcoal. One about 18-inch piece,
6
24
strands.
inch. Yep. But 2 strands at a time.
Yeah.
So only 3 more lengths. So it will be close.
I have one more piece that I forgot to share.
Oh, and this one's really cool.
I got a little special tin. Isn't it cute? Look at that. I love acorns, and that is so sweet. And it's got the, what do you call that edging? That, what do you call this?
Chenille?
Chenille, thank you.
I don't know. I don't know what you're showing.
But look, I love it that she's matched the flower with the edge of the tin. And then you open it up, and look at that! And they're little bitty bird scissors. I love them. Very nice job. Very nice job.
Really pretty little piece.
I love it. So cute.
She likes it just a little bit. So we've had a nice week.
Yes. Yes.
I felt a lot of relief this week because I wasn't going so crazy trying to get things done. And I've still put out a ton of sleeves. And I still have a bunch more to go. We still have
My
Halloween.
desk is just piled with stuff over there.
We still have a bunch of Halloween fabric that I'm trying to get made up so that I can get those listed. We've started a new tab in our shop, and our shop is loveyoumorestudios.com. We're no longer on Etsy, so we have our own site. We're on Shopify. loveyoumorestudios.com. It's given us a lot more flexibility.
Good.
And we have a new tab that we're calling Ready Made. And so they're all the sleeves that I made for the festival that are still with us, and they're just in there, which means we will ship them within 24 to 48 hours.
So those are things that are already done that you may not be doing again.
Well, no, they're just already made. They could be things in our current line. They could be retired fabrics. They could be some exclusives for the shows, but they're just things that we have that we were wanting to list and let people know, hey, if you want a sleeve, if you need one right away.
Yeah.
One of our friends from the Casey Mo Stitch Together called me one night or texted me one night and said, what sleeves do you have made? I'm getting ready to leave town and tomorrow and I need a sleeve.
Oh my.
And I'm like, you have caught me at the perfect time because we're getting ready for Gladfest and I have a lot. So she said, do you have anything kind of masculine? And I just pulled out, we were on Messenger, and I pulled out my phone and was just going click, 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 send, click, send. So it was, I was sending her pictures and she said, oh, that one. And it was perfect. She ended up taking Map Monday, which is this great, it looks kind of like an atlas page. And it's got that, it's a yellowy tinge to it, kind of like the old maps did.
Oh,
and
I like old maps.
It's really nice. And it's got, like the red lines for different highways and things. And it was
I don't know
cool.
what it is about maps, but they're comforting to me.
We have several maps in our line.
Yeah.
So, okay. And at this point, we are going to talk about current whips and plans.
Yep.
Okay. I am probably going to keep working on Witchy until I get done and then move on to something else in that bag or pull out that cool spider that I started during Mania.
Yeah.
Or the Halloween fairy.
Oh.
Because people keep talking about it and I'm like, I need to do it. So.
Well, because I couldn't start on the other one, I just kind of went over there and pulled something.
What did you do? Oh.
So I pulled this with needle and thread by Blackbird Designs, and I started on this.
That's the one you really loved from the book.
It's called My Quaker House.
Is this the book that somebody brought you?
Yes. I put the picture out there and I said, oh, I love this. I think it's called this. I think maybe it might be in this book. And one of the ladies responded back and said, I have that. I'll bring that.
To the Kansas Stitchers group.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
So I worked on it this week.
Started at the bottom.
And I put it on Bashful, Cashel 28.
This is the fabric we both bought the same.
Yeah.
Mine has Strawberry Fields Forever, and so Nancy is going to have her. That's going to be beautiful with that.
I really like that. So I've already finished one page.
It's so bright.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so bright on that pink fabric. It's like wonderful.
See, it's only 3 little pages in this book.
Oh, and this is
So
the
I
tiny
finished.
page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I finished that.
Cool.
So, and I lined it all up.
There are only 7 colors in this. Did you use them all on this page?
I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 7. But I also converted my colors.
Okay.
So I used Nancy's.
Oh, Nancy Turner's. Oh, you didn't use Palomino.
No, well, yes, I did.
No, you used Schneckley.
No.
There are no 8s on here. This symbol is not on this page. There's Schneckley, which is a gold, which I think is your gold.
I pulled Palomino.
Okay.
She had me worried there. I pulled Palomino because
it's more of a brown. Okay.
Yeah, and everything I had for I don't have Nancy's full line like somebody is close to
I
having.
don't. No. I'm not anywhere near that.
But I didn't have any browns in hers. So I decided to stay with Palomino and use that. And then I substituted out all the other colors here.
Okay, so the one that you have is the only one you didn't use on this page.
Yes. Go figure.
That's too good.
So there's all of them. Palomino. And this is Memory Quilt. This is No Name. Because it goes in a special box.
Okay.
This is Red Roses. This is Favorite Dolly.
Oh, they're from that Sisters collection.
This is Guardian Angel. And this is Summer Playhouse. So
they're a beautiful collection.
This one, I think, went in something else. The green. But yeah, the Sisters.
So this really is charted to use Weeks Dye Work and Old Willow Stitchery threads. I have a few Old Willow, but not very many.
I didn't have anything like that. And so I just went to the picture and figured out what the colors were and just kind of matched. It's on the tab. And just kind of matched, for me, what I thought would work.
It's really pretty. I may have to do this one when you get done.
There are a lot in there like that alphabet.
See, I wanted to peek. I wanted to do a flip through. Oh, that's so cute.
You can flip through that if you want to.
Okay, look at this. Bluebirds, needles, and pins. Isn't that cute?
I love that.
That would be such a fun one.
They always do cute little fat birds, too.
Yes, look at that. Isn't that pretty?
And the name, see, is at the top of the page.
Victorian pins and needles. And then she did a small sampler pillow. She's just showing you it's not stitched. It's just fabric. Which would be a great way to practice making them. I think I said that last week, right? Then there's Tulip and Star Pin Keep. Look how pretty that is. And Be Thou the Rainbow. Oh, Be Thou the Rainbow to the Storms of Life.
I like that.
Isn't that pretty? They have such wonderful design
really
sense.
do.
Oh, this is the one Nancy and I are dying over. Simple Harvest. Why do we like this?
It's simple.
Love that greenery at the bottom. It just...
I can just see that done. And I think it was probably only one color that they used.
They used Water Lilies Kelp. by Karen Collection. That means that they did it in silk because it's water lilies. But it's only 70 by 91. I mean...
Yeah. Well, the whole pattern fit right there on that one page.
Yeah, it would be a nice, tiny little piece. But Nancy and I are in love with that one.
I just love it.
Oh, yeah. Here's the Christmas one. Let Heaven and Nature Sing. Look at that. I want to do that this year.
I think that's pretty.
And she only used 8 colors on that. Really pretty. And she has Pink House Sewing Box and Tulip and Star Pin Keep. She's shown them kind of both together. So she showed this one by itself and then the two on this page. I'm showing your book. You should have shown your own book, huh?
That's the one
Yep, the one Nancy's doing. My Quaker Home and then 'Tis Halloween.
Which they show that on the pattern you can change Halloween to autumn.
Oh.
And that's the other one.
Oh, yeah. Friendship Sheltering Vine. That's gorgeous. And they're all, well, no, not all of them.
Not all of them. Mm-mm.
Wow. Yeah, you would, that's a great book.
It really is. I mean, how often do you find one that you want to do multiples?
So many.
Mm-hmm. So.
We like Blackbird Designs. They're kind of local for us, and
that makes it fun.
Yes, and we've gotten to meet them and take class with them, and it does make you want to stitch their things for sure.
Because then you hear the stories behind them, and it makes it more personal for you.
So at this point, we're going to say, if you are not interested in retreat news, then go ahead and feel free to sign off. Please do like and subscribe to our videos. If you give us a thumbs up, that's great. If you give us a thumbs down, we appreciate if you tell us why so that we can work on things. Yeah. Generally, if I give somebody a thumbs down, it's because my fat finger made me do it. But that's okay. So anyway, we'll say happy stitching and see you next week.
Adios.
Retreat.
I don't know what we're talking about.
So our retreat is, we're going to do all the basics because we have been deluged with questions. When is the retreat? Where is the retreat? What's going on with the retreat?
What do I do? What do I do?
Yeah. So everything.
And while we enjoy questions, we think we've already covered most of them. So that's why we're having this little
So we started with a video called Show Me Secrets around August 10th. And it is in between numbers 27 and 28. And it goes over all of the basics. And then we even realized we forgot a couple of things. And so we filmed our regular video the next day. And we added some things at the end. Right. And that's kind of become a tradition.
Yeah, to add it at the end of each video that we do now.
And we know we don't have it on every video from there on. But if we have something, it's generally at the end. So our retreat is the Show Me Retreat because we're in Missouri. It will be in Blue Springs, Missouri. Yes. Close to CC and Company. Who, once you have paid your $100 retreat fee to us, and you do that by sending us an email. The email is going to be in the
PayPal. Send it via PayPal to that email.
Okay, but the email is going to be listed below where you click the arrow for more information on our video. Once you pay your retreat fee, then you can ask to join our group, and we will get you added into the Facebook group. And Sylvia and Kathy are both in the Facebook group, and they are there to take any questions that you have. They are going to be willing to start bags for you when it gets a little closer. Right. If you need something ordered, you are more than welcome to order things from them, and they'll have them ready for you. We know a lot of you don't have an LNS that you get to go to regularly.
Right. So they volunteered that. They said if you let them know, what they say, 2 or 3 months ahead of time?
Months? Weeks.
Well, for things that have to be ordered.
They said at least 3 weeks, and that it could be if it's something if it's something that's harder to find, maybe you want to give a little more time.
Yeah.
I know
if
what
it's
our
something that's been out of print for a while or whatever.
And Sylvia loves a challenge. So
Yes,
if there's
she
something
does.
hard to find, then give her a challenge and see if she can find it. I pulled open my calendar just so I can look. Our dates are July 11th through the 14th.
That's the Thursday through the Sunday.
Now, there are a few people coming who are traveling from a long, long way. And we have told them that part of the fun of making it worth it is that we will take a trip, a day trip on Wednesday, the day before, out to Abilene to Picture This Plus. And I was just going to check something in here. Here. Because I have somebody who I know is coming who we're like so excited. We're excited that all of you are coming.
Yes.
But I have somebody that I have talked about that I'm really excited is coming. Let's see. Ooh. So we may be picking somebody up from the airport and going. Hopefully it's an early flight.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
One way or the other. We'll figure it out.
We just make it work.
Yeah.
But anyway, so...
and that, there are Ubers and all of that come from the airport, so...
but we don't want to make Marilyn crazy, so...
No.
Out at Picture This Plus.
No.
So we'll probably ask for a count when we get a little closer, and we'll let her know how many people are coming, and it may work out if somebody's coming in on Wednesday that they go a little later. It's about a 3.5 hour drive for us to get to Abilene one way.
Yes.
So it will be a long, full day. If you're coming from that side, you could always meet us.
Meet us there, right.
And then drive home afterwards.
Or make a big detour.
Yeah, there you go. So.
Or this way.
But so July 11th through the 14th, 2019.
That's the actual retreat. Now, I've had questions about what time can we get in.
And we don't have a firm time. We've talked with them a little bit, but it will depend on whether or not they have a group in front of us, ahead of us. And
I'm thinking 2-ish, aren't you?
I am. Check-in is at 3.
Yeah.
So, and it's at the Drury Hotel. Did I already say that?
Inn.
The Drury Inn, which is an interesting one to find. It's on 42nd Street.
Yes.
And I think sometimes it says Independence, sometimes it says Blue Springs, sometimes it says Kansas City, but it's on 42nd Street.
I think that's because it's kind of in that corner where all of those meet. So it depends on who's typing.
And we are just 5 minutes from CC and Company from there.
I thought she was saying we are 5 minutes from... No, we're not 5 minutes from the hotel. No.
We're not that close.
No.
You will not be seeing the fabric wall in person.
No.
Nancy is not giving tours.
No.
It is not coming with us to the retreat. It would be a beautiful decoration.
Hell no.
She said a bad word. And
there's a hole. Why is there a hole?
I don't know. Because I don't know. We'll figure that out. I noticed that earlier, and I thought, I must be looking at it wrong.
Oh, it's because of this one.
Oh, you pulled it off to use it. Okay, so you'll have to just spread things a little more.
Yeah.
So I think those are the basics, and we are not having any designers.
No.
Although we are not having any designers teaching classes. Let's say it that way.
Right.
We are working out an exclusive design with a designer, and I believe it would be exclusive for
the retreat, and then it may go on sale afterwards.
Yes. And we're working on trunk shows to be held at CC and Company. Just the liability and staffing at the hotel is not something we want to deal with.
No. And neither did she, in all honesty.
Right.
It was just too much. So.
And what was the other? So we're not having classes. We're not having a designer do that.
we're not doing any sort of purchasing at the retreat venue.
We do have a few friends who might bring some bags and magnets.
Right, but I mean like a designer.
Or a shop.
A shop.
There's not a shop set up
no,
there.
There's not a shop.
We will have a special
to
time to be able to go to CC and Company.
Yes.
We're working with them to set up just a time when we can go, and we'll work it out. We cannot put 100 people in their shop at one time.
No. Their shop, it's much bigger than this, but it feels like it's as big as my bedroom. Because she's packed so much stuff in there. And she does, in her shop, I'm sure we've talked to you about it. You've seen our video on it. She does everything in genre, season.
Yes.
So, you know, we've got Halloween right inside the door. We've got...
there's a Christmas
room. Now, it's probably as big as this.
We need to go back and do another tour because she's rearranged things.
Yes, she has. She has her own framing shop. So, you know, I'm sure she would help you with that if you wanted to do something like that.
And they really do a lovely job framing.
Beautiful work. Beautiful work. And I love working with Kathy on that because she has a really good eye.
And she doesn't push her agenda over yours. She definitely wants it to be your piece. So,
but the other girls are good too, so don't think you have to just work with her.
Yeah. What else do we need to say? We still have some openings.
Yes.
We have a lot of people who have signed up, but there are a lot of people who haven't paid their retreat fee yet.
Because they're not due yet.
No.
So.
The people on the list will be on the list first until December 31st. And if they haven't made payments by December 31st, then we will take, as people make retreat payments, they fill in those extra spots. We are at, I want to say, we're in the 70s as far as names on the list, but we don't have that many retreat fees paid yet.
No. What, 36 or so?
Yeah. Just under 40, so. But
also, in that regard, if you have your name on the list and you haven't paid by the end, we're not going to contact you and say, hey, you haven't paid, are you going to come? You know, because that's like work.
And we want to focus all of our work on the retreat. So I had thought of something. I love when that happens.
Senior moment.
Are you calling me senior?
I was waiting for that.
I'm the baby sister. I am the baby of the family. Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm the keeper of the dates and all those things.
It's because she's got the younger brain.
I've always been the keeper.
More space in there than we have.
I teach education every day. There is no space. Oh my gosh. And what I do is I read all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Alrighty.
So I had thought of something else, and I don't know what. Oh, we're trying to get everyone in and get the list together so that we can get the room reserved. It's on hold for us, and we have until, I think, just a couple of months before the retreat to really firm everything up. If you have contacted us, when you contact us, please tell us your name and how, if you have a different name on Facebook or on whatever, on your PayPal, let us know that so that we can tie those things together. Sometimes I'm guessing. And I've guessed right so far because I've been able to find ties other places. Please also let us know if you are staying at the hotel. If you choose to be a day stitcher, we're trying to hold the day stitchers in order where they signed up until we have all of our room. Yeah, because we have a block that we have to fill.
Right.
Speaking of rooms, if you are going to be in a room by yourself, let us know that.
Very important.
And then I know that somebody posted in our Facebook group this week. I was just going to
mention that too.
And ask if anybody wants to be her roommate. And that is absolutely what should go on. And I know I sent her a message on there and said, hey, there aren't very many people in here yet. So hopefully you know, as it gets a little closer,
right,
and people pay their retreat fees, they'll be getting in there and check things out, because I think you definitely will be able to find a roommate to share the room with.
And we're going to work up some, I mean, when you go on there, I really want you to chat it up with people. You know, get to know each other.
Show us your projects.
Right. But also, we all need to get to know you so that we can help match you up with a big sister should you need one.
Yeah. And the rooms are either 2 doubles or a king size bed. Beds. That's what I'm talking about. 2 queens. 2 queens or a king. So sharing a room should not be a big issue, because you should be able to get a queen. We've contracted.
The majority of them are queens.
Yeah, and
we've just a few kings.
We've contracted for a certain number. However, if we end up with more queens and not as many kings as what we contracted for, they're fine with that.
Yeah.
They just want a certain number, and they were trying to reserve a block for us.
Yeah.
Nancy and I will each have a room there. Hopefully one of us will have a suite, so that we can do a little, we'll have to see how things pan out, so that we can do a little stitching.
Yeah, we'd like
the day before.
Like to have a space where we could have people do that with us.
Yeah.
But don't know that that's really going to happen. I don't know what they have available.
Yeah. We'll have to just kind of see.
As we get closer to it, we'll figure it out.
And the other thing is, we are going to have a smalls exchange.
Yes.
So our theme is vacation.
Yes.
And we've kind of said...
What's the theme for this one? I can't remember.
We've kind of said summer vacation, but you know what? It's really kind of like whatever you want to do. You saw how we were able to tie things in on our Christmas in July.
Yeah.
So I was stitching Halloween and all sorts of crazy things, and I just made it work. So, you know, don't let a theme hold you back.
No, we know whatever you guys are going to do is just going to turn out absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it'll be great.
And smalls, what we're saying with that is, just consider that some people are flying, and to transport a bigger thing would be difficult. So just keep that in mind when you're doing it.
Right.
It doesn't have to be tiny. It just think about it.
Doesn't have to be a pincushion. It doesn't, you know, it can
we
be
like pincushions.
Yeah.
But we like smalls too.
Yeah, it could be a flat. It could be, you know, one
of
of the
flat fold.
You know, I mean, there are so many things that you can do now with them.
It could be a Priscilla, you know.
Yeah. So.
Don't you like that Priscilla has become a verb?
Yes.
The other thing that we will be doing is a Stitcher's Showcase.
Yes. I don't have any idea what I'm going to do.
And Nancy and I will have to talk about this one, but with people flying and traveling, we may not make it a finished item, because somebody could fold up something that they have fully stitched and be able to display it without having, because, and you know, in our local group, we make them have it finished.
Yeah.
But they're all driving.
Right. Right. They can transport it much easier.
And Nancy and I will talk about that, because, like, you know, if somebody has done some really prolific thing and finished it this year, I would love the opportunity to see it more than I would love the opportunity to see it in a frame.
Finished,
Yeah. And if it comes down to...
Debbie Williams will love that.
So Debbie finished one of those massive projects. I think what we're saying, though, is that it needs to be finished
completely, but not framed or pillowed or whatever.
It can be framed or pillowed.
Absolutely, if you
flat
want to
folded,
do that. Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be for the purposes of this retreat, because it is difficult to be, and who wants to pull something off and have to figure out how to get it here?
Right.
You can mail it all to Nancy, and she will just display it all. Oh, so anyway.
I was just thinking that, actually.
But we would ask, we'll have to talk about if it needs to be finished within the last year.
I think for the first one, we'll do like we did at the other retreat, and
it can be your choice.
Yeah.
So
but next year,
It'll have to be finished between
the year.
Yeah. So finished during that time. I don't mind if it started outside that time.
No.
If you have a long dog you've been working on for 10 years and you finally finish it,
that'll work. Wouldn't that be nice to have all of those things over there done?
She's so funny. The other thing is that for that Stitchers show, we call it a Stitchers showcase.
Yeah.
Our friends Kathy and Sylvia are excited and even brought it up before we could even ask them. Yes. It was great.
Loved it.
They asked us if they could judge that competition.
Yeah. We're getting close to our time limit.
Okay. And I think they are planning to have the prize for it. So it will be really exciting. So that should answer a lot of questions. And hopefully you'll be able to find out anything else you need. If there is anything beyond that, you can ask it in our video, and we will try and answer that, probably on air so that everybody gets it.
Got it loud now.
But until then, she's Nancy.
And she's Laura.
And we are the Addicted Sisters. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.